Then we're going to get to notes. Now, this work order was already assigned. Okay. So now the next step is to put in my notes. It was assigned to me. I'm going to pretend that I'm Neil. And now I've started this process. So the most important part of any work order is notes, because you have the ability, remember, to easily go back and find information, not just for you, but anybody else that might have access to the system too. So adding a note, what information is going to be important to you? And what I mean by that is if I go back 3 months from now and I look at this work order, what information is going to be important for me to know or someone else to know? Okay. And that's the kind of note that you should be putting in. Okay. It's information that you're providing to you, yourself, or your team as far as the system goes. So I might just go, first half of floor, oops, sorry, I need to learn how to type, floor painted. And I can date and timestamp that. I don't know if anybody knows, but there are a little checkbox here, see? And it's basically a signature. In the mobile app is the same thing too, but it can put my date and timestamp in. So when you're closing the work order, if I was moving this to complete, I'd be putting in my last note and I would be putting my signature in. I can just put my name in if I want to here. Doesn't really matter. You're really in charge of your own notes. But when you delay the work order or if you assign the work order, it's going to document it in the notes anyways, okay? Your notes are just an additional value, okay? And then once you've got your status changed and you put all your information in, you're going to save. Okay. Now, if I wanted to know who the work order was assigned to, remember, if that is part of my workflow, then I'm going to go to my column setting and I'm going to add my assigned to. Okay. So again, if my workflow is accountability for my team and part of our workflow is documenting who's doing the work or who the work order has been assigned to, I definitely want to know who that is. And that's just a really simple thing, right? So when we're talking about logging into the system now, I'm managing my work orders, so I know how to do that. That's really simple. And I know that I can filter by active, right? Which means that gives me everything that's open. So if I'm first logging in, I'm going to look at my active work orders and I can see that I have a reopen and I've got some pending. And I'm probably going to look at my pending first. So I can easily go in and change my filter to pending. And then I can look at where I am on these pending work orders, or I can talk to my team and tell me where I am. And then if I want, I can add the notes column. And this is something that you might not know. It's really easy to navigate through and look at notes without spending a lot of time. Just by adding this column, I can just click on the little icons and it will give me my notes and I'll go, okay, I'm all good. I have no new information. I can look at my reopened and I can go and look at my new, make sure all my work orders are assigned. And then I can go back to my active list. Okay. Simple and easy.